Hello and welcome to our next episode, and I'm sure you will love this one. I won't be keeping it from you any longer. Our episode is about Hercules and his 12 labors. The beginning. So let's start this amazing story. Our story starts here at Mount Olympus. Hercules was tricked by his stepmother, the goddess of Mount Olympus, and the wife of Zeus, because Zeus kept on talking about how strong and brave his new son was. My son will be the greatest demigod of all time. He will be the rise of the gods. He will be the Almighty One. And jealous Hera was naturally shaking with rage. Who does Zeus think he is? And that Hercules hasn't even turned 3 yet. Hercules will pay. The king of Thebes was so happy to have Hercules' help that he offered his daughter Marga as a wife, and they married and had 2 sons. For a few years they lived in peace, but Hera was still on the run. She set madness on Hercules, and in the process his wife and his son passed away. Hercules mourned so much over his family he could not forgive himself, so he consulted the Oracle of Delphi. The Oracle of Delphi is a very wise oracle which was first founded in Delphi but then spread. Please, Oracle, help me regain myself. You must go to King Eurystheus. So Hercules went to King Eurystheus, who assigned him 10 labors. Your first task is to bring me the skin of the Nemean lion. Well, naturally, Hercules was terrified as the lion terrorized the Nemean hills. So he went and saw the lion. But when he tried to hit the lion with his weapons, his club, a bronze sword, and a bow, and now they were useless against the skin of the beast. So he grabbed the lion by the neck, strangling him, skinned him, and he went to the king. As for his next task, the king was merely astounded, but gave him his next task. For Hercules' next task, the king ordered him to kill the 7-headed Hydra, a water snake that ravaged the countryside. But there was one problem. Quite a big problem. When he cut off one head, 2 appeared in its place. With the help of a friend, he finally killed the snake with a burning sword. For Hercules' third task was to capture the Cynian Hind. Hercules slew the Hindu and brought it to Artemis to propitiation. But there were many different versions of this story, because during ancient Greece, they were rewrote until people added different things. So, while this one says that he brought it to Artemis, others say that he captured it with nets while sleeping, while others suggest that he shot and maimed it with an arrow before across the river London. But it all bundles up in the same place, where Hercules finishes the task. We're back after that quick break. His 4th labor was to capture the Erythrim bull. This seemed like another impossible task, but Hercules found the bull, grabbed his head, and raised his club to strike it. Well, technically, the god Hermes helped him, but then Hercules trapped the bull in a net and carried it to Eurystheus, which was amazing. Frightened by the hero's power, hid in his partly buried bronze jar. For Hercules' 5th task, he had to clean out the organ stables in one day. Well, anyone would think that was impossible. But even if Hercules was a demigod, it still sounded like an impossible task, because the stables were known to have never been cleaned, so it sounded pretty bad. But him being Hercules, he fought and fought until, of course, I must turn the course of the river. So he did. The river rushed through the stables and flushing all the dirt out. Okay, it's time for Hercules' 6th labor, which was the Stithymali birds. He was climbing a nearby mountain when he clashed the crotala loudly, scaring the birds out of their trees, and then shot them with a bow and arrow. But in some moves, he hit them with a slingshot. Either one was not exactly pet friendly, but he finished his task. We are back for our last labor of the day, which is Hercules capturing the Cretan bull. Hercules used his brute strength to strangle the bull to bits until it passed out. Then he tethered it with a rod across the sea back to Greece, and again the king was frightened by the hero's bravery and strength. How can this be? Well, that's all we have for today. But tune in next time for part 2 of our hero's adventure. And remember to like and subscribe to be notified when we post our next video. After Hercules' labors, we will be doing other Greek myths, and we might even do the Iliad and the Odyssey. So remember, like and subscribe if you want to see those.